Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to NexCode, where we explore tech, stocks, and everything in between. Today we're diving into a super exciting analysis of one of the most talked about companies in the world, Apple Inc. Whether you're an investor, a trader, or just curious about how the stock market works, this video is for you. Today we're going to take a deep dive into AAPL stock, using different analytical methods. We're not just talking about looking at the stock price, we're going deeper into trends, moving averages, and even seasonality. I'm going to break it down step by step, so you get a complete picture of what's driving AAPL's performance. Alright, so let's start with the basics. The AAPL closing stock price. Check out this graph. Here we have the AAPL stock price over the last decade. As you can see, it's been a wild ride. From around 2010 to now, Apple has gone from a stock price of under $25 to over $150 at its peak. What's interesting here is how steadily it climbed from 2018 onwards. And of course, there's the inevitable dip during market corrections or external shocks like the COVID-19 pandemic. See these peaks and valleys? These reflect major events like product launches, earnings reports, or even economic factors. But looking at the price alone only tells us part of the story. So let's dig deeper into what's really going on. Next up, we've got something super important for investors: moving averages. If you're not familiar, moving averages help smooth out price data to show the direction of the trend. Let's look at how Apple stock performs when we apply a 50-day simple moving average, SMA, and 50-day exponential moving average, EMA. Check out this chart. The blue line is the stock's actual closing price. The orange and green lines, that's the 50-day SMA and 50-day EMA. The simple moving average is a smoother, lagging indicator, while the exponential moving average reacts more quickly to price changes. When the stock price crosses above the moving average, that's often seen as a bullish signal, meaning the stock might go up. And when it dips below, it's usually seen as a bearish signal. Moving averages can really help you catch trends early. For example, we can see major crossover points during 2020's market correction, and again when the stock started its epic climb post-pandemic. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Time series decomposition. We're going to break down AAPL's stock price into trend, seasonality, and residual components. This gives us a clearer idea of what's happening beneath the surface. Let's take a look at this. First, we have the raw closing price at the top, followed by the trend. This upward slope in the trend shows us that, over time, Apple's stock has grown steadily. No surprise there. But what's really cool is the seasonal component. Notice the repeating pattern every year? This is where we get to see Apple's cyclical behavior. Things like new iPhone launches, holiday sales, and back-to-school seasons show up here. It's crazy how consistent these spikes are year after year. And finally, the residuals. This part shows us the noise or randomness that's not explained by the trend or seasonality. Sometimes these are market overreactions or unexpected news events. Keeping an eye on these can help you spot anomalies that others might miss.